Hello, my name is Miss Schumacher, and this is Science for pre-kindergarten and kindergarten, but all are welcome. Today, we are going to review weather and the seasons, and then start to discover how to compare amounts of sunlight. Let's get started. Today in Science, you will need your observation eyes and thinking brains. We have started to think about weather and the seasons. Take a look at these images. Do these images have the same weather? Do you think they were taken during the same season? Now, I have another question for you. Have you ever noticed that in science class, we ask a lot of questions? That's right. As junior scientists, that is your job to get really good at asking questions to build your knowledge about a topic. Today, we are going to build our knowledge on the role of the sun. Specifically, that is a really big word that means one part. Specifically, we are going to look at just one part of the role of the sun here on Earth. Let's get started. Before we get into sunlight, let's start thinking about the weather. A meteorologist studies the weather. The 4 seasons have distinct weather in the Midwest. What has the weather been where you are? Let's check in with some of our junior meteorologists from around the metro and see what the weather has been like where they live.
It's sunny now. It's snowing this morning. It's cold, it's sunny. It's snowing grass.
Wow! It looked cold at our junior meteorologist's home. Have you looked outside to see any snow recently? That means today or yesterday or a few days ago. Recently just means, have you looked outside recently? Have you looked outside yesterday or today? Have you looked outside? I have. I love the snow. But today, we are not going to focus on the snow, sillies. Today, we are going to explore sunlight. What do you know about the sun? I have been thinking a lot about the sun recently. That means the past few days. I have been thinking about how when I look out the window, the light I see isn't always the same. What do you see when you look outside your window? Have you looked out your window to make a weather observation recently? No? Go and look out now. Now, junior scientist, I am going to ask you a different question. That's right. As scientists, one of our most important jobs is to get very good at asking questions. To find out what we want to know. When you have been making your weather observations, have you taken notice of the sun? What have you noticed about the sun? Today, our job is to keep an eye out for the amount of sunlight we see during the day. Natural light? What does that mean? We are on a hunt today in our class for natural light. that is produced or made by the sun. That's right. Lights that come from a light bulb are not natural. Those are man-made. That is not the type of light that we, as scientists, are going to observe for today. Today, we are going to look for natural light, like the light seen in this image. This is an image of one of my favorite parks in Kansas City. Take a look at the sky. What do you notice? That's right. It is a sunny day outside, but there are a few clouds. But it is nice and bright. It is a good day to play outside if you have the right gear on, the right clothes, like a coat and a hat. It is still winter. Take a look at this image of Kansas City. What do you notice about the sunlight? Did you say there it was a gray day? I noticed that it's a gray day. I also noticed that there are clouds. The sun is barely peeking through. It is a dreary and wet, rainy day in Kansas City. There is not a lot of natural light, but it is daytime still. But the sun is being blocked by those clouds. Junior scientist, here is my challenge for you. My challenge for you is to start to use scientific terms. That just means science words that start to take notice of the amount of sunlight you notice when you start to observe weather. Take a look at these three images. What would you say was happening in these images? Take a look at the amount of sunlight. Junior scientist, as we have been thinking about sunlight, we are going to start to notice that light changes even in our own homes. Take a look at this kitten. She keeps finding light in the house. Can you see where she is finding herself perched? That's right. She is near a window. Take a look. She finds natural light in the house. Animals like to find natural light. Guess what else does? That's right. Did you say plants? Plants like to grow towards natural light. Take a look at this window. In the morning time, it is the brightest. The sun shines in, and this plant starts to grow towards the window. Take a look at this image. This image shows that the sun comes up and then will set. Then we will start to see the moon, and it will happen all over again. While the earth moves or rotates, it looks like the sun is moving. Certain windows in our homes will get brighter. Your job as junior scientist is to start noticing when are some rooms brighter than others. Next time you go outside, start to take notice of the amount of sunlight. Now, I want to do a little craft with you. Let's make a sun catcher. Thank you for learning science today with me, Ms. Schumacher. Now you are off to physical education with Coach H. Enjoy your day.